good morning, YouTube. How we doing this morning? Good morning, DP. Urban Homestead. Good morning. I see Mike's in there. Morning, Mike's in the house. How we doing? Hey. Good morning, April Shower. Hey, Fifi. I left a message on one of your shorts, and let me explain myself. Let me explain myself. I mentioned it the other day how I cannot get. I don't think I could ever own farm animals because you get the farm animals to eat them. I have such a whatever heart. I don't know what you want to call it, but I'm looking. I'm saying, look at the chickens. Look at the chicks. Look at the birdies. I can't eat them. I went there. I'm like, I'll probably name everybody, and I'm like, I can't. I look at the there's a guy. It's called the Hoof GP. He got the 2 million followers, and what he does is he trims cow hooves. And you didn't realize that these poor animals, because of the nature and the surroundings that they do, they have to walk on concrete all the time, and it messes up their feet. The bars for the bins mess up their legs, the abscess, and all this stuff. It makes you like, and I'm eating hamburger from them things, and poor. I mean, they poor feet be toe up, and he's got to fix them, And I'm like, oh man, it takes the it takes the Kroger out of it. It takes the Publix out of it. It takes the Piggly Wiggly out of it because in Piggly Wiggly, when you smell, you really don't smell nothing. That in reality, the mighty morphin funkinization of these animals that we produce and eat is funky. I mean, funky donkey, and they just poop wherever, when and wherever, and you got to you your mind has to be able to take that in. See, a lot of vegans, and a lot of vegans, it's all about the militant acts of you should be. I was looking at saying some idiots that you should be jailed for killing these animals. No, take them to a farm. I promise you, you're gonna eat less meat. You might become a vegan. Let them work on the farm for a little bit. They'll stop. And more by let them work on the farm for a minute. Especially somebody that's never grew up in the country, never watched their grandma, wring the necks and stuff like that. Never had to forage for the food. You can. There's certain people that I think is so cool that can take you in the forest and tell you what's edible, can tell you what is, what you can eat and what it will do for you, and show you the survival tactics of what you would need. We have a lot of folks in our YouTube streets. They're setting themselves up, and I don't blame them. It's so funny. You should watch. What's that movie? Tremors. Actually, it's like Tremor, the second and the third one, where there's a husband and wife team that has set themselves up for to survive, and they've got so much stuff put away, and I understand because it's the nature of the beast. And it's so funny. Everybody makes fun of the Mormons, but the Mormons have, and I spoke to one. And I asked him. I just came out with faith. Because I mean, I used to satellites. I would be all kinds of people. Everything I was telling me. We're taught in our religion to put stuff away for end times or when something happens. Our church has hidden warehouses full of food. They teach us, to buy. The guy said literally said, "I don't drink," but he had gallons. He literally had gallons of liquor. He said, "I'll be using this to trade. If I need something, I'll trade it for this gallon of whiskey." And I thought, oh, I thought at first I thought it was crazy, but nowadays I'm like, that kind of sounds like a plan. I was just saying that because I. It's funny how nowadays. It's funny how nowadays we. I could turn. I watched, and I rushed through a movie, but I could turn off all my stuff. We got Hulu. I've got Paramount. I've got uh, all these other, Netflix. I've got all this, and there's nothing on there. Paying this money, we got it. Paying this money, and there's nothing on there. But I find so much enjoyment. But right before I go to bed, I'm surfing, and I'm surfing on YouTube and watching other people's stuff and leaving a smiley face or saying something. It's an experience that I think YouTube figured out that it'll eventually come to. And that's why we have to watch what we say, watch, because the algorithm is just specific. They they're looking for people that attract more people. They're looking for people that are not being evil, not being hateful, not being hurtful to other folks because they want to become the top. Uh, they want to become the top move. Like what TV used to be before the internet, before surfing on your phone, before and it's amazing because I could get rid of everything right now. The only reason I don't want to is because we have ATT Uverse or whatever the heck it's called, and once you get rid of it, you can't get it back. They're holding on. So I think I was like, just in case, that's not what we stuck with cable because you can't get satellite. And I just got a new roof. I will never put a dish on this roof ever, ever. Okay, ever. I'm just saying. But and like you said, yes, alcohol is the currency. I'm happy that I'm almost done with it. I put Charles it gave me he gave me some shine. Oh my God, that stuff is devil. You don't need much. And I used to be a real heavy drinker. I'm not anymore for specific reasons, and one of them is my wife does not like. She really doesn't like drinkers, and she puts up with it. But I try to keep it to a minimum sometimes. But he gave me some of his moonshine. That mess is the devil. That mess came in a plastic gallon container. I mean, that stuff is the devil. And I'm so happy it's almost done. The mason jars I put on, the liquor shelf. I actually have a liquor shelf of liquors that I bought from, specific Caribbean islands. And the word is, if anything happens to me, give all of them to Charles because he's gonna drink. I like the bottles. It's nothing like that. I like the bottles. But yeah, you're right. It's people are setting themselves up for whatever's going to go down. But the thing is, you have to realize you guys might want to look into getting certain filters, not these little, not these little things you get at the supermarket. I'm talking filters, the real filters that will filter out dirty, dingy, nasty behind water. Learn how to filter out. Uh, there's ways to run water through charcoal and stuff like that. Because yeah, yes, you can have a certain amount of water. Yes, you can have a certain amount of water, but that's gonna go. That's gonna disappear real quick. They even have bags that you can put on your faucet and fill up your tub. But you need you can you can last longer without food than without water. So you just have to learn how to look for a stream, look for a water supply. Just have something to back yourself up. I literally know there is an underwater stream. It's either on my property or right behind my property. Because my neighbor had told me that he had it checked out. Yeah, he had because there's something under his house that is messing with his foundation. He found out it was on the water. But stuff like that, stuff like getting totes and doing like they do on the islands. There's certain islands that they have. They collect the water from um, the the roof, and they use that water. And you need to learn how to filter that. You need to learn how. I just these are the things that I look at. These are hey, morning, y'all. These are the things I look at when I better to do or whatever. I wish I had a shed. Oh man, I'd have all kind of mess in it. I wish I had a shed. The Y'all be proud of me. I was looking at the next mower auction. Is nothing I want, and I'm looking like, yeah, I gotta watch my money and leave it alone. Leave the addiction alone. I've got three things on sale on Facebook Marketplace: my core aerators and uh my John Deere. No, not my John Deere. I'm not getting rid of that. Core aerators and my Toro Greensmaster 1000. It's funny how I'm finally at the position that everything that's in the garage works except for the salvage mower. I got to get some parts of that when I get back home and send them off to the owner, the guy who's waiting on it. Um, but again, I'm going over to look at get some people. Um, Again, it's just a part of my channel. I'm waiting out. I'm waiting out the June. We're going on a June cruise, and they can't come no sooner because I'm, guys, I'm tired. When I remember I used to first get in this truck, I'd be like up waiting for that clock to reset at 10. Now, when I stop for the night, I'll be in here 14, 15 hours. I'm tired. I'm tired. Uh, and I've been saying it's my age, but I'm mentally tired too. I'm mentally exhausted. And sometimes that comes out in the wrong way. So I gotta watch it. I don't want to ever have that come out towards my wife. and she knows, what's the matter with you. You get a little. You know how when you have communication with the right people, you have, hey, good morning, and welcome in, welcome in. I see some new people coming in. You're mentally exhausted. I'm gonna throw out a question for folks that are in the chat. What do you do when you're mentally exhausted? I when I go home, I love working. I love working in the yard, but I'm even exhausted out of that. But then I feel guilty because I need to do this. I need to do that. I'm even guilty when I do that, and and even having a beer isn't fun no more. Lately, I'm mentally exhausted, and I need to figure out why am I just. I think I know why, and I'll talk about that another time. I think I know why, but you know, you get mentally. Good morning, Urban. I see Urban Wellness Official Team. Good morning, guys. Yeah, I was just wondering why. What do you do when you're exhausted? If you want to put something in the chat, what do you do? What are your suggestions? Some folks like I said, I bought 5 apple trees. I'm in a house surrounded by trees, and I'm sitting there buying trees. If that is the dumbest thing in the world, but the two peach trees I bought last year are really flourishing. Really, I got to get some more topsoil and throw it out there in the area because I've been doing topsoil, I've been getting dirt, and I've been doing topsoil and getting dirt. And I need to get some more topsoil, cover the whole area, and throw some grass down. Sorry, Mike, get some grass down and get that area ready for the summer. The spring is here, and I want to make sure that I take care of that area. But I try. I'm over exerting myself on the few days I'm home. That's why I'm talking about making a change to be home more, maybe home on the weekends or home every night. I'm looking at options, and it's feeling different for me. It's feeling different because uh, you know how you this is the longest I've ever been in. This is I'm literally at 900,000 miles for this company, but it seems like you know what I mean. you know, but I've become with my home. I've become obsessive compulsive. I can't just sit around. I can't relax. I got to do something. I got to fix something. I got to. I don't know if that's subliminal. I don't know if my self esteem has been repaired. Probably not. I don't know. I'm like, I can't. I don't want to feel worthless. So maybe that's why I'm doing all this stuff. And, I'm trying to figure out why. And I don't want my wife to see or feel that I'm worthless, or think that I'm worthless. And I gotta fix that because I'm not worthless. I know I'm a good person. I know I gotta fix that, but I'm working on that. But you know what I'm saying? So that brings. I think there's gonna be a short subject. It might be a short live too, because that was going to bring the next subject. The subject of today. Have you ever had a bologna whopper? There's a guy I listen to, and he is a counselor, and he is, I think he's awesome. I talk to him because I know he would dig down deep and figure out what the F is wrong with me. And I love his conversations. He's on TikTok, and he wears a like normally wears a hat that is like, look like someone crocheted. He's a really nice brother, and he he talks about, have you ever had a bologna whopper? Because a bologna whopper is, a whopper is a toasted sesame seed bun with mayonnaise and sliced tomatoes, lettuce and pickles, and a nice chunk of bologna. Not the little thin slices of bologna, but the bologna I like is hard to find. You can only find it at Kroger. It's garlic. It's boar's head garlic bologna. Oh man, it's off the chain. Hey, I see Tamika. I see the purple. It's off the chain. But a lot of us has grown up with fried bologna. But back to the Whopper. It is a big old chunk on a toasted sesame seed bun with a little bit of mayonnaise, and probably have a side of potato chips or fries. And doesn't it just look delicious? But if you really look at the Whopper, all it really is nothing but a bologna sandwich. It's not, if you really look at it, it's nothing but bologna. And see, this is what we do in our lives, and in our relationships, in our jobs. We make excuses. We dress up the bull crap. We dress up the lameness. We dress up everything. We add these excuses of, oh, he's gonna do right next time. Oh, she's not gonna yell at the we do all of what's destined, and we dress it up. We put the pickles and the mayonnaise, and boy, is it delicious. But the only thing is, it's nothing but baloney. We take this bull crap from people that think just because we're nice people, just because we are caring people, that we can be walked on, that we can be talked about, that we ain't shit, and everybody else can treat us like this. It's nothing but baloney. Stop dressing. Stop making excuses for people that treat you like dirt. Stop making excuses for your boss that think they can talk to you any old way because they think $13.95 an hour is worth the crap. Because you haven't spoke up. They don't realize that you're sitting there and say, look, I'm about to bitch slap this idiot if they don't cut it out. But I got bills to pay. Do you see what I'm saying? The narcissist the narcissist is very well educated. They know, because they ask you questions. They ask you, do you have where's your mama? Where's your daddy? They know they know you're alone, and they take advantage of that being alone. They take advantage of oh, you ain't got nobody, so I could take you out if I really wanted to. Do you see what I'm saying? See, you have to realize that even though it's all dressed up to be looking like a delicious Whopper. Remember how the Whopper used to be full of meat? It used to be really huge. You used to be boy. That was a treat. It was like going to. It was like Christmas. It was like Christmas going to Burger King because that wasn't an everyday event. Because remember how Mama, can we go to Burger King? Nah, I can make a better burger at home. On white bread. Greasy old burger, no sides, no potato chips, greasy old burger, but yeah. But the thing is, we we put up we put up and we shut up, and we don't. It's so funny. Before me being on YouTube, before TikTok, before anything, I didn't realize that I had no such thing as a healthy boundary. Hey, don't you talk to me like that. Hey, don't you treat me like that. Especially with my first marriage. Don't you treat me like that. What's the matter with you? We dress it up. Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's my fault. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's always me. I should be happy that this person wants to be with me because nobody wants to be with me. I used to think like that. I used to dress it. I used to dress up that bologna Whopper. Boy, when you look at it, you'd be licking your lips. It's saying, "Oh my God, that looks delicious." But in retrospect, all it was bologna. You are better than that. We are better than that. You are somebody. It's just like being in church on Sundays. Let the church say you are somebody. Because you deserve to know. You deserve to be pepped up. You deserve to be exalted. We think a lot, I don't want to be stuck on myself and all this other, bull crap. After a quarter of a mile, keep left. There's a difference between lifting yourself up by your bootstraps. There's a difference between getting out and learning what you like, and learning what you enjoy. Fisher Chamber said, look, she missed taking care of her husband that day. We always get someone say, when you find true love, you are so excited for the little things. I sent my wife a text and said, all I said was thank you. And I remembered, I said, you know what? Just thank you. She said it later on for what? I remember I woke up later. I said, just for caring about me. She said, I care about you. And if she ever asked me that question, would you, if I pass or whatever, I honestly, this is it, y'all. After this, I'm done. It's too much for me. I got somebody care about me. I'm going to cherish. Was it that song? Cherish the love we had For as long as we both shall live. They're all right. Because I've been in the valley for so long that I made it to the mountaintop and I'm walking down the other side. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Let the church say amen. And when you put up with the baloney for so long, when someone, and it's been dressed up to look like a sandwich, when someone comes along and actually wants to give you a whopper, I love the whopper with cheese and a side of onion rings. And I was just thinking about that. Guys, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to admit something. I was like depressed last night. And I said, I walked over to, there was a supermarket near the truck stop. I walked over there. I said, I thought the person said, who you taking it to, a pregnant woman? Because I was walking around looking for something to eat, and they had an olive bar. I love olives. As sour as they be, I got the olives, but I mainly walked in there and said, you know what? I've been eating carbs, but haven't been going crazy. I haven't been getting the big packs of Reese's peanut butter cups or Snickers bar. I haven't been doing that. I haven't been dumping sugar. I said, daggone it. I'm a grown ass man. Y'all know my excuse. I'm a grown ass man. I'm gonna have me some ice cream. I went and got me a carton of ice cream and ate that whole freaking thing. I ate that whole thing. Got sick later and it came out the wrong direction, but because as we all know, a lot of us is lactose intolerant. Boy, I paid for that. I paid dearly for that. But I know one thing. I'm not. I'm not. Not congested or whatever. My stomach ain't tight, and I was ready. But see, this is the thing. We've taken the bologna for so long, and a lot of people, yeah, y'all always say, "I'm gonna work on myself. I'm gonna work on myself." Well, how you work on yourself? You never give what you do. Well, all I'm saying is, I every once in a while, I want to treat myself. Every once in a while, I just want to thank myself. Every once in a while, I want to uplift myself. Uplift yourself and strengthen yourself for the road ahead. You always see, I always say, stay in your lane. You notice I always stay in my lane. But sometimes you want to adventure out of your lane to do adventures. I would not have. I cherish my friendships with crazy people because they get me out of my humdrum life. I remember, and I'm even sorry to this day. I had to go back and check the video because I almost broke my damn neck, but I had fun. I remember we was in Costa Rica. We got on that water slide, and the guy said, "Do you want to just go down the slide, or do you want to go fast?" And I swore that Charles said, "Yeah, good. Let him go fast." And I'm like, I almost came out that big. I almost came out that water slide, and I lost my camera, and I was mad. And he was just as calm, and I know he was saying in his head, "Look at this bitch, BITC AZZ ninja," but he'll be all right. He needed this. And he was right. I did need it. And I went back and watched the video. And on the video, I said, yeah, let's go fast. So I had to swallow my BITCHAZZ Ninja Pride and go back and apologize and say, I'm sorry, I agreed to that. But I had fun, even though it was like the most terrifying thing out of the world. Next thing, if I ever go back on that thing, I'm going down there with sneakers, jeans, knee pads, and elbow pads, and gloves, those thick truck driving gloves. So if I need to, when I'm flying out that bitch, if I do fly out, I'll be able to throw my elbow up or something. Who knows? But see, you got to learn how to enjoy life. You got to learn how to enjoy yourself and stop making excuses. Real life, real adventure is scary. Being happy when you've lived your whole life miserable is scary. Being or figuring out self is terrifying, because the narcissists, they I want to know everything about you, and they pick apart, and they know where they can enter into your life and destroy you and destroy your weaknesses, and take advantage of your weaknesses and take advantage of that part of your weakness. Stop giving the narcissist the pathway to your heart, the pathway to your soul. So tell me all about yourself in due time. Let me check you out, ninja. Let me figure you out. Figure them out first, male and or female. Okay, because again, it can be dressed up for everything that is worth, but all it really is still nothing but a bologna sandwich. How are you spelling and saying the word at the same time? Look, first of all, if you talk about me, if you see something in my text, in description, in my whatever, and you know it's spelled wrong, you know what I meant. And I'm gonna tell you just like it is. I can't spell worth a lick. I went to Amityville Memorial High School, so that should tell you I can't spell worth a damn. I can't spell worth a damn. Hey, hold up. We done hit 10. Oh my goodness. It probably disappeared in a second, but we done hit 10. But I use a spell checker, and if the spell checker wrong, blame it on them. But again, guys, we need to be able to come together and uplift each other. Come together, if you look she does it, I believe, every morning. Wellness for Frugal Mama gives affirmations. Hey, Wellness, since you're here, yo, they took a picture, like a family picture. I think it was the blue. I gotta find that blue. That blue, like that blue jacket. Y'all was styling. Y'all were freaking styling. And this is what I'm saying. When you have a relationship, when you have family, when you have loved ones, when you have grandkids, granddaughters, uplift them. Learn how to. You got to break the cycle of violence in the family, the cycle of low self-esteem, the cycle of non-education. Our education system sucks, but we need to come together and reach one, teach one, break the cycle of drama in the family. Show people that it's worth the effort to work on yourself. Show people that it's worth the effort to uplift yourself. No, not be stuck on yourself, but uplift yourself. You don't need all of that extra stuff, the weave, the fake, the fake eye, the fake eyelashes. You don't need all that. You're beautiful as you are. God don't make mistakes. We've got all these people that want to say that if you're this or if you're that, you're shameful. God don't make mistakes. Find your strength in your inner self. Find that person that you were meant to be, and allow the baloney to be what it is, baloney. Because that's all it is. It's nothing but baloney. You see people that overcome themselves. You see people that have overcome adversity, overcome, the loneliness. The loneliness. You got people nowadays that are alone, that are lonely in a room of crowded people, and all they want to do is just be heard. All they want to do is just be appreciated. It's a quiet place when you're in a crowded room and nobody hears you. I've got many pictures I can show you that are taken because right before I got really into YouTube, I was mainly on TikTok, and because I got away from YouTube because I had not YouTube but Facebook. I was doing so many negatives. I went in there. I deleted my account like 3 times. So many negatives because I was sucking up that negative energy like it was crack cocaine. But then I would just take pictures of myself on YouTube, not YouTube, TikTok, and just try to smile. And I remember each one I look at, man, I was in a dark place. But then slowly I came out of that because I started cooking. If you guys ever look at my Instagram, go all the way back, I do a lot of cooking in the truck, and I started finding so much fun at it. One of them I just showed on shorts of this pork chop, making one heck of a mess, but I had so much fun. Find out what makes you happy. Find out and figure out what brings you content. A lot of us uh, that are that are lost, we think we're going to find it in our partner. We find some of that in our partners, but the end result is we really don't. My boy Vincent, I've known him for over 50, Jesus, over 50 years. And he said that, I need the right woman. I yelled at him, I don't. I said, man, stop looking for the right woman. The right woman will fall into your lap, and and you won't even realize it before it's too late. Stop looking for this one that's going to fix you. And this guy's got, you know, he, he's got some really bad chemical imbalance. I'll just say that. I'm not going to tell it to this whole world. But guess what? He's just now celebrating. Actually, it was yesterday. He celebrated his 1 year anniversary. And everybody is brothers and sisters. We put them down because they were single. They were kicking them to the curb, and now everybody's talking to them. Like, you sons of, y'all mean to him before. Now, what? He finally found the right woman. He finally found the right person. I remember there was some bad habits that he still had, and he was trying to, still doing it. So I said, yo, bro, I ain't been saying nothing, but you're gonna have to figure it out. You're married now. You're married. Learn how learn how to be married. That's an adventure in itself. We've got folks that are in the chat right now that have learned how to be single and are happy about it. I used to make fun, not fun, but it, you know, joking around with Urban, but I understood. It took me a minute. I understood. Certain people are happy because they don't want to put up with the baloney. They've had enough of the baloney. And with Urban, it'd be bologna with some curry in it. I love the Jamaican food. You know what I mean. But you know what I'm saying. Learn and experience life. Boy, when you start experiencing life and the little things make you happy, make you excited, and make you figure out what the heck is going on, you think about it, say, what was I missing? Where was this? Let me get out of here. I'm in the middle lane and everybody just going by me. Let me get back. Hey, let me get back in my lane. You know what I mean? See, like people, there's a change coming, and if you keep watching it enough, you might actually, engage in it. Like Bayou, she does the herb. There's like certain herbs, healing herbs and stuff like that. Odin he planting. Hey, get the garden, y'all. I've been watching y'all long enough. Y'all gotta have me tilling something in my backyard. And that's the thing. Find out what makes you happy. Because a happy person is able to recognize that whopper ain't a real whopper. It's nothing but a bologna sandwich. It's nothing but bologna. It's nothing but, you're right. Staying in the lane. Oh, I got a lot, boy. If I told y'all all about that, I would have to block my wife staying in the lane. Because she would take everything I would say the wrong way. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. There's a whole lot to that. Maybe one day I might actually tell some of y'all. One of these years, I'll probably make it down to the thing that's going on in Savannah this weekend. But I'd have to prepare my wife and prepare y'all. I would love to go, but you know how it is. See, but also that's the whole thing: knowing how to stay in the lane, knowing what to say and when to say it and how to say it. I would just blurt stuff out like I had Tourette syndrome. And boy, I'll pay for that one. I paid for that one. And it's lucky when you got good friends that won't hesitate to yell at you and say, "Hey, oh, don't do that." I've done that before. It don't work. Don't do that. That ain't gonna work. That's got to be the stupidest thing I've ever heard. There's someone in there that has it. I have enough respect for, even though we'll argue whatever. I have enough respect for, and I will listen. Ain't many people I'm gonna listen to. Ain't many. I'm just not there. You know what I mean? But I got enough respect to say, hey. That's got to be the dumbest thing. And that's why I came up with that idea. It was so funny. I said, yeah, I got to use this. I got to use this because, you can dress the sandwich up all you want, but all it really is nothing but bologna. Oh, the Bible says, okay, let me hit y'all with the Bible. The Bible says that tongue is a vicious and a ruthless experience. Do you know your lips and your sphincter muscle are the same? They're the same, the same, made from the same stuff. And you could put out just as much of what comes out your sphincter muscle out of your mouth, and it's got to be the most vicious. And see, women, y'all don't realize the power you have. The power, I'm not, I'm not bowing down to any man. I'm not, being submissive. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe God knows you the stronger one, and I need you to learn humbleness and humility. Because when a woman lets you know, you get all these guys be on YouTube. I'm running my house. I'm this. I'm that. I'm the man. But as soon as as soon as you piss off that woman that is the woman of the house, half of us got a head down and we're going, yes, dear. Yes, dear. What? What did you do? What? Oh, you lost your freaking mind. Blah, 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 blah. That was it's my decision. And no, it ain't your damn decision. We should have talked about it. Yes, dear. You got to be the most dumbest person. The mouth, the fiber, the power that you have that can come out your mouth. It could be one word or it could be a phrase that could tear a man down. That is that that has the strength of Samson. That has the strength of Samson. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Correct me. Correct me. One word, two words, and if a good woman puts out a whole sentence, oh boy. So when you come together and out of the blue uplift, encourage, be positive. I don't let my wife talk down about herself. I don't let her. She doesn't realize I am so turned on every time she says, I'm going to go exercise. I'm going to go walking. I'm going to go. I'm doing this. I'm going to get a salad. I'm not. I'm turned on. I'm excited. I'm like, yeah, go, girl, do it. And she'll say, well, this not going to happen. I'm not accepting the uplifting and the encouragement, the rejuvenation, the lifting up. When you have healed yourself, when you have put your self-esteem at a level that you can actually accept constructive criticism. I remember I couldn't even accept that. Someone say, well, hey, that was really stupid. Oh my God, he hates me. She hates me. But now I'm like, you know what? You're right. now I can accept. I can really understand. Hey, this comes from this. Hey, this comes from my my advisor, but he's right. I'm still not there yet, but he's right. Because I used to go, I'm like, oh my god. I just sit back and like, oh god, boy, you a little bitch. God, I be laughing at myself. But I'm hypersensitive. I have to understand that. But the end result of the conversation today is be uplifting to one another. Be uplifting to your friends. Be uplifting to your loved one. Be uplifting. Be encouraging. Say something positive today that can be that that would spread like a wildfire. You ever been in a dry field and ever drop a match? I did when I was younger one time and burned down the field. But see, it's the same objective. If you drop something positive in someone's life, it'll spread like a wildfire. It'll spread like a wildfire and be uplifting to the next person. It'll be uplifting to the next few people. It'll be uplifting to the next people that decide that they want to be a part of your life. Guys, you y'all don't realize every time someone comes to visit me on this page in my live, you don't realize how you guys are uplifting to me. And you don't realize how you guys are encouraging. You don't realize that it makes me get up. It makes me want to come up with another idea. It makes me want to, and I just say thank you. Because honestly, I have no idea what the heck I'm doing, but I love doing it. And it makes it fun to have people to talk to this early in the morning to wake up and do the things that we get to do. So be uplifting today. Enjoy. Wait a minute. Oh, I almost went the wrong way. Enjoy your day. Watch your tongue around your boss or your loved one. Watch your tongue. Knowing this coming up next, Wellness with Frugal Mama. Check her out and enjoy that workout. And know God loves you and I love you too. Be blessed. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for whoever comes in on the remix. Look, hey, we've been hanging around 9 for a minute. I blew my mind. I want to yell and scream, but I think I yelled enough for the morning. And I'm about to start. I'm about to get to the consignee at 4 Mile, and I made it safely. You guys have a blessed day. See y'all tomorrow. Deuces.